Does help if your phone doesn't go off.
It does. But at the same time, we'll muddle through.
Okay. Good afternoon. My name's Dave Willis, and I'm going to be discussing the pre-treatment of substrates. Right. I will just ask a question before I start. Does anyone know substrates?
No, nothing about it, mate.
No. Right. You're looking at various metal factors, ferrous, non-ferrous, and so forth. And this talk is about the pre-treatment aspect of it, prior to adhesion coatings. Right. I will. Hopefully, I'll tell you on the, like I say, the various aspects, the pre-treatment side of things, and hopefully give you an insight into the preventative measures to restrict and the degradation of metal substrates. So I'll just interject with a question. Degradation, are you?
I'm not aware of it.
No, it's...
I'm not too sure what substrates is neither.
Substrates, various metals and so forth, prior to, like I say, adhesion and techniques. Degradation, responding to like the erosion, meaning longevity, wear away and so forth. Yes,
sort of
yeah, that's it. So hopefully give views on protecting and maintaining the metals to last a number of years. Right. Primary. Oh. Primary personal safety. Prior to using various chemicals and so forth, or even the initial step to the pre-treatment, paramount, breathing apparatus, gloves, masks, goggles. You need to make sure you're protected. Using hazardous chemicals, obviously, damage to body, limb, organs, and restricting all of that, making sure you have the correct PPE items will put you one step closer to achieving that. Any questions?
No.
Jerry? No? Okay. Right, we're looking at the second stage of the process, degreasing and cleaning. Now, to achieve the correct procedure for the adhesion and, like I say, the degradation of it, we would have to make sure it's cleaned with either an acidic or a degreasing agent. Prior to that, you would need to take a look at swarf, residue, oils, and assume, say if you're using aluminium, mild steel, galvanized, use the relevant degreasing agent. Correct. If you use the incorrect one, you further the degradation stage. After cleaning, air dry the items, give it a good check over, analyse any swarf residue on there, and just make sure it's all clean. Questions? Stuart?
No.
No? Jerry? No? Okay. After you've achieved that, application of pre-treatment. Now, on the varying substrates, galvanised, mild steel, aluminium, you need the right type of protection on there. Now, galvanised, you could use various things like T-wash, shot blasting, or etch priming, which you could use the powder paint version or the wet spray application. Mild steel obviously rusts at an incredible rate, so you'd probably need either a wet spray primer or a powder paint version. Aluminium, now That's because aluminium can be quite a soft substrate. So you would need some form of like etch or chromate conversion. Now, with various health and safety laws, there used to be quite a few allochrom agents on the market. But like I say, because of the hazardous items and chemicals in the chemical, it is now changed to a chromate conversion, which is still hazardous in itself, but if you are kitted up in the right way with the PP equipment, it's not a problem. Shot blasting. That is very hazardous. You need the right equipment on that, breathing apparatus to keep the air regulate going, and basically you're using aluminium oxide pellets, grains, and that's being fired out of an air hose, a compressed air hose at high temperature and altitude. So basically that could go straight into your skin if you're not properly equipped with rubber gloves, that sort of thing. Questions?
Not yet. No.
Stuart? No. Okay, right. When right, like I say, we have all the aspects of the substrate. We pre-treat it. Now, when we've actually achieved what we need to do, we can further the coating process. Any questions at the moment, or no? Right, so to summarise all of this, from all three stages of preparation to protection we have achieved, we can now increase the longevity of the said substrates. Failure to achieve this will result in coating adhesion and durability to suffer, and will have to be redone, obviously at cost and time. Now we're looking at the link to the process would be obviously the next stage, the application of powder properties onto the substrate and how to further protect the metal. And you know what I didn't do?
So the ground was shaking as you were talking.
Yeah, I can see that. The one thing I